Hello, welcome to Nuggets for Life. My name is Peter Müller and I have created this video series to share with you some ideas and concepts that can change your life. Let's get on with it. Hi, today I want to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger's 6 rules for success, which I'm summarizing here as a result of one of his motivational YouTube videos. Just to give you a brief recap on Arnold's career, obviously he was born 1947 in Austria, and he started basically his professional career as Mr. Universe 1968 to 1970, where he was the youngest Mr. Universe, later Mr. Olympia, the crown of professional bodybuilding from 1970 to 1975. And at that time, from the 70s to 80s, he actually didn't make money with bodybuilding, because you couldn't make money at that time with bodybuilding. He was actually starting a bricklaying business with Franco Colombo, a bodybuilding buddy, and real estate investments. That was where he laid the foundation, the financial foundation for his life. He started his film career actually in 1970 with a not so very successful role in Hercules. Later in Pumping Iron, 1977, still far away from a breakthrough. Conan the Barbarian, 1982, and The Terminator in 1984 were the absolute breakthrough, making him the highest paid actor in Hollywood. He branched out into different genres with the movies Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, and True Lies. He became the best paid moving actor in Hollywood. Then he moved into a political career. From 2003 to 2011, he was governor of California. And in his political career, he started already with his philanthropic activities, and where he went out of bodybuilding and out of the movie business more into environmental concerns, renewable energy initiatives, and after-school fitness programs for children. After he finished his career in government, then he went back a little bit into the movie business for the Expendable series and Terminator sequence. So this as a backdrop, and now the story, what Arnold says, the 6 rules for success. And here they are. Rule number 1, have a clear vision. And he explained it that he had basically, his first vision was formed when he saw a bodybuilding magazine and saw a picture of a famous bodybuilder. That started his vision that he wanted to become a bodybuilder. So for visions, I have highlighted a few key points one has to consider defining a vision. First of all, it's not about what I'm going to have. It is all about what will I become. So his vision was to become the youngest Mr. Universum, become the youngest Mr. Olympia. And then here's some 5 critical points to consider for a personal vision. It needs clarity and specificity. So making an Olympic gold medal is not enough. You have to say in which discipline, and ideally you put even a timeline to it at which Olympics you would like to have the gold medal. It needs to be purpose-driven. Why am I going to do with it? If it is not aspirational, which is point number 3, it is bold and it is relating to a future point in time, it is not going to pull you forward. You also need to be able to emotionally engage in your vision. If you are not passionate about it, you are not willing to follow through. And last but not least, the vision has to align with your core values and beliefs and attitudes. Otherwise, you cannot be truly authentic. Now, rule number 2, don't listen to the naysayers, which brings me to one fundamental point. You hear it in all personal improvement businesses. Don't surround yourself with negative people which have a skeptical viewpoint, and they instill some fear in you, and fear will kill your motivation. You are not even starting. So don't listen to naysayers. Surround yourself with people who support you and not criticize you. Rule number 3, work your butt off. He used the other word, what you see here in the title. Once you have decided what the vision is, you really have to make a dedicated plan and then action. Massive action. Tony Robbins always says massive action is the cure-all for any kinds of problems. So, but in order to do that, after you have formulated your vision, you have to identify the requirements for success, goals, stepping stones in between. Then you have to develop a plan and every day invest significant of time and resources towards this particular plan. And adjust the actions based on the results you get step by step. And last but not least, rinse and repeat until you succeed. All right, rule number 4, work like hell and advertise. This is actually a sentence he copied from Mr. Turner, the founder of CNN. So you work, you produce, you have your marketable skills, you have your specialized knowledge, you have the product for the customer, and then you have to advertise. You have to bring the news to your potential customers. So make your customers aware of your product or service, and finally sell it to your customer. Rule number 5, don't be afraid to fail. So in other words, take a risk, but take a calculated risk each time. Don't be a fool and run into risky places without necessary preparations. But when you fall down, look at it as a temporary setback and a stepping stone towards your success. When you fail, Arnold says, losers stay down, winners get up. So, and to rub it in a little bit, the major reason for lack of success is the fear of failure. Fear of failure is reason number 1, which prevents most people even to make the first step. Rule number 6, help others and give back. In his career, his political career, this was the time where he massively started, quote unquote, to give back, because he made at that time 20, 30, 40 million dollars per movie, and he couldn't do his movie business anymore when he goes to the government to run California. And that's what he saw as part of giving back. He always said, America gave everything I had, so as in public service, he gave back. And he added later also in the environmental arena with renewable energy initiatives and after-school programs and fitness for students, various kind of programs where he engaged and gave back to society. After he finished his political career, he went briefly back and leveraged his movie business basically with roles in the Expendables series and Terminator sequels. But his government activity, he saw it as basically giving back, and he's referring to it, you are only a complete human being when you contribute to something greater to yourself, which actually is a reflection of the 6th human need from Tony Robbins, which is referring to the need to contribute to something greater to yourself. Thank you for listening, and I hope it gave you a little bit for your future, and see you at the next Nugget for Life.